Hi, and thank you for watching my video on BitChute, YouTube, or archive.org. My name is DJ Chris. I'm the moderator, and Targeted West is my moniker. I put on a show with links and information, and we try to study the links and the data I provide. I'm not a violent person. I don't spout out violent or anything that violent stuff or have a left or right stance. I'm apolitical, and I have no groups I'm joining or joined ever, except since the 70s when I joined the CB Radio Club, and maybe a car club in the 90s, and that's about it, seriously. But I'm just here to give information about the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And I believe this is our 23rd show, so that's 10, 20, and then 3, 23rd. Okay, let everybody get settled in. And then we'll start. It's a wonderful Labor Day weekend here, and people would probably want to be in an RV right now for the holiday, and I already am in one, so I guess that makes me a lucky dog. Gotta look at it that way, even though I couldn't afford to buy a house or condo or even rent an apartment or a house. There's just, I don't make enough. That's just the way it is in California. And the only way to break even is to live in a camper. Or I could live with my mother-in-law, but she's not easy, and I'm not easy with her, so we don't get along great. We do get along, but it's just like So we're going to talk today about our first subject matter, and that is neuroscience and the art of psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics is what federal and LEOs use to listen to what you say, how you understand something, even the commas in the way you speak are analyzed, and they have machines that basically correlate what you say in speeches and phone calls and texts and see if there's patterns, and they're looking for violence or whatever. There's no violence here. I can hardly even walk, and I don't talk to anybody. I don't even use the telephone. I don't text. I don't have messaging. I have a very private life. Just here to talk about the Fourth Industrial Revolution. So they use, words you say, linguistics, analyze what you're saying to look for patterns. So I just thought, in case you didn't know, they're doing that in many agencies throughout the world. And again, that's psycholinguistics, and I put a link in the TI Club 3 channel thingy on Twitter. TI Club 3, and you can check it out. FBI uses psycholinguistics to profile people for crimes too, but they probably also use it to analyze us through this technology they're harassing us through. And by the way, before this call, the terrorists in my head were screaming and yelling to get me to break down. They keep asking me if I've broken down yet. And you can't break somebody that's already broken down, so that just ain't gonna work. I'm already broken down, so there ain't nothing left. Literally, the camper is all I have, and I don't even own it yet. So that's talk about having a simple life. But I chose this. I think we're going through some crazy times right now. The real estate's unstable, loans are unstable, no one's giving credit. My credit's bad. It's just basically a mess, and I think it's probably a good idea that I kind of stay put in an RV for a while till things settle down. And there's a lot of civil unrest, shootings again. Like I've said in my other recordings, if posterity, if you're watching this, there's still bangity bang bang on the holiday weekend. And it's also very hot. They lied and said it was going to be 110. It's only 102 right now. And I have the same air conditioning setting, the windows set the same. I'm not even sweating because we serviced the air conditioner and got it going. So that's what's going on. Next subject matter, Raytheon evils. Raytheon had a bunch of issues with Hughes aircraft, and they apparently outsmarted them with a bunch of deals, and that went to court. And then, of course, with Qatar, they bribed someone recently, and that's going to court, and there might be fines. So Raytheon's in the news. So you might want to do some research on get a used NASCAR driver's RV. That would be a great idea. They're hardly in them. They just sleep. And basically, Raytheon Diesel. And I don't know a heck of a lot about them yet. But if you put them in your radar, and you could email me at djchris@targetedwest.com, and maybe you have some insight or a book. My name is DJ Chris. Hey, Whitey. How are you? Hey, everybody's here. Got a good crowd. Doesn't have to be a big crowd. Just has to be my usual crowd, and I'm good with that. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. We're talking about Raytheon, and now we're switching to the RAND Corporation, which was started in 1949 by McDonnell Douglas Aircraft. It was Douglas Aircraft back then, and it was to investigate and do exopolitics with aliens and reverse engineer some of the alien technology that we received on Earth. And that's how they started. Now they're like a think tank that manipulates different issues, and probably creates them and creates narratives, of course. But you can check that video or the link out on my TI Club 3 for more information on the RAND Corporation and exopolitics. There's a big article about that that's very interesting. Exopolitics is, again, the politics of dealing with extraterrestrials or aliens. Okay? And that's for caller 00. Next, I was wrong on the FLDS FBI connection. The FLDS got shut down by the FBI. They're not working for the FBI. No, they can't even handle the FBI. They're fundamentalists. So I was wrong, and I said the FLDS was involved with working for the FBI because they're the only ones who could pass a lifelong drug test, which I was wrong about that too. I went back and checked the FBI and the requirements to join. You just can't do hard drugs for 10 years, and I think marijuana is 4 years, and you could still apply. So I was wrong. Matter of fact, could you see Warren Jeffs running the FBI? No, but there are Mormon people that work for the FBI, let me tell you, because they are the ones who usually can pass those tests. So it's not the FLDS, but the LDS. Okay? So we'll move on to the next subject matter. I gave my blood draw, and I have an immune system issue, and I got my blood test back, and my immune system's doing better, and I have no virus in my body, and so the doctor will be very happy. So I'll be good for another 6 months. So that's good news. I'm healthy and will be driving you nuts for the next 6 months at least. I'm going to move the reading of Synthetic Dreams to next week, 9/11. I'll be here for 9/11. And we'll do a show on 9/11, and it will be about 9/11. So I hope you stay tuned for that. It's not going to be heavy on 9/11. I'm going to talk about my experiences, and then you could share yours. All my targeting started after 9/11, and after the Patriot Act was signed, and after Christmas, right after Christmas it started. I think we talked about Echelon before, but if you don't know from what I reread, it is the UK-USA surveillance network that was part of the Five Eyes, which is now 12 Eyes, thanks to technology that can convert other languages so that more countries can get involved. And if you spy on each other's countries, you're not spying on your own citizens, you just outsource it to the other country. And Echelon is Echelon and its whole history is on my TI Club 3 page on Twitter for you to read more about that. It's 6:11 p.m. We're going quick. I hope everyone's well. This is DJ Chris. I hope everyone's doing great. We've got a great crowd already. Well, the whole board's filled up already. Thank you guys again for taking your time out. It's going to be a light call, nothing serious, so we'll be good to go until 8 p.m. The next one is the fourth dimension. Now, some people spiritually talk about the fourth dimension that vibrates at a different frequency higher than we do, and that there are guiding spirits there that help us and guide us. But do you think there's also evil spirits there too that do things to us? Because I used to say they were in the ether when I meant the fourth dimension, and now I'm learning more about the fourth dimension, and there's an article on the TI Club 3 page about the fourth dimension and how spiritually people see that and how these spirits guide us. Is there a connection with our targeting? Somehow have we been interconnected through our quantum computers and the entanglement into some galaxy-wide system, perhaps? Think about it. We're not the only ones that are smart in this galaxy. And I'm sure we've contacted them. I'm sure RAND Corporation reverse engineered more than they've let us on to. I talked about that earlier in the call. There's your Sunday show. There's no scripting. There's just that little note. And I do this because I'm old and I'm trying to keep my memory going. So it's kind of a weird game for me to study, read, because I forget a lot of things. Part of that's the targeting. They erase your memory. And they ruin your ability to have free will. So you get shut down, broken down. So I just keep little notes, but I'm not reading off any screen or teleprompter. I think that next year could be possibly our year for this to end. And like I said, it's like a version of MK Ultra, but the digital version, where they use electric RX from DARPA to manipulate your body to create a electric prescription instead of a LSD or a drug given to you to probably interrogate you again to see if you're a communist, which is all this is all about. Every country does it. Yeah, so anyway, we're switching to open mic. It's Sunday. We'll switch over. Let me get the screen going. I'll chit-chat about whatever else is going on. Okay, it's open mic at 6:14. You can talk or ask questions. Ask me a question. want to know anything about me, you're more than welcome to ask, as long as it's kind and thoughtful, and don't yell at me, please. I'm an old man. Anyway, open mic. It's Targeted West, Sunday, Labor Day.
I think the people that are running the gang stalking program are communists.
Yes, they are. You are correct. I don't know if you guys have been getting emails back and forth from about an article from Psychology Today, where the article is called Tinfoil Hats, Tired Trope, or a Sign of the Times, and it's a hit piece on the targeted community again by that crappy magazine, Ragazine, Crapology Today. Does anybody want to comment on that? That's open mic. Subject number one. It's light tonight, so I just have two besides that. So Psychology Today is doing a hit piece on us. What do you think? I haven't read it because I'll probably read it this week because I didn't want to shake myself up. But I will send that person a email after I read it, and maybe we should all do the same. So go to Targeted TI Club 3 at Twitter, and you'll see the Psychology Today article. I have it posted there. And again, it's called Tinfoil Hats, Tired Trope, or the Sign of the Times. That's such BS. You know, you go 4 to 6 steps forward, and then, you know, you don't know these psychiatrists or their background, if it's military, defense, intelligence, or they just don't want to believe about the Fourth Industrial Revolution and the fact that there are BCIs right now that are working to connect the brain to a computer, and Elon Musk is doing it, and other competitive companies are wanting to be the first, and people will line up out the door to be connected to the internet without having to use their hands or talking. They'll just be able to have it in their head. And one simple chip, like Elon wants to put in the back of your neck, and they use a computer to wire the head up and show it into your brain. And they're going to have their first human experimentee at his competitive company, and we shall see how that turns out. So how could you be Psychology Today against us and then have that at the same time? And of course, you all know that you don't need that chip in the back to entrain somebody using their DNA resonance, how they pick it up, and that's how they do it. They don't need a chip now. But, you know, that's how they're going to narrate it. Any comment on that? Oh my God, Liz is here. Hey everybody, Liz. Yay. Hi, Liz. Liz
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Liz at TIville, and she has a call tomorrow night on Frank's call on Monday, so check her out. Oh, you got family over there. That's cool. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank God you got family. I always have family here, and then I had to go home and check things out. Yeah, you are my family. My blood family, they are very busy. It's not that they hate me, they're just, we never bonded. So, anyway, The Pentagon's Brain, The History of DARPA is another book. Actually, my current book at the TI Book Club, or hashtag TI Book Club on Twitter, and it is by Anne Jacobson, and it is about the history of DARPA, the untold secret history of it, and they deeply discounted this book 83%. It is a very expensive book on like Harper that's down to $2.99. If you've got $3 in your bank, go buy it. It's a great book on the history of DARPA, which involves us definitely, without a doubt. Whatever you're experiencing has been manipulated or created by DARPA, even your daily technology. So it's an important book, and it's 83% off, which is incredible. I don't know how long that's going to happen. But again, that book is on Amazon, and it's The Pentagon's Brain, The History of DARPA by Anne Jacobson. So that's what I'm reading right now. And I'm taking my time because it's September and it's hot, so I'll just read that through the next week and take my time. If you have a book you'd like to recommend or a book you'd like to showcase that you've written or would like to talk about on the call, send me an email at djchris@targetedwest.com. If you have any tips or anything you'd like to share, I am also a member of the press now under the United States Press Association, and the verification is on my Twitter page. You can give me information, and I have to keep it anonymous because I've taken an oath to them, of course. It's not a real oath, but a promise to not divulge information that people give me. So I'll be doing that. And that's how I kind of started the book club. If you want to talk about your book or anything, come on and send me an email. The next thing is a fun fact, but I'm going to go on, take a little break in the mic, and then I'll come back with a fun fact about Labor Day. Yes, The Pentagon's Brain. It's $2.99 by Annie Jacobson. Yes, it's absolutely crazy cheap. That is a fabulous book, and we could all read it together. Open mic. Yeah, I put a very cool link from the Department of Labor directly about the Labor Day history, and they have a gigantic history write-up about it. And you'll find it interesting to see it and how long it's been around. I guess there's two men that claim to have started the day, so they talk about those two and the verses between the two and who really took credit for it. But you know, for fun, you can go look that up, and that's on my TI Club 3 Twitter page, twitter.com. I didn't put my watch on. I didn't know what time it was. So I look down here. I can't see over there. Old people eyes. You youngins don't have that problem. Yeah, it's a very good Sunday. It's very quiet, peaceful. My neighbors left after 2 years. They were slovenly and not very friendly. And so they left finally and left a whole bunch of, I won't say issues, and now some new couple moved in that are just traveling through, and they're very friendly, so we talked and visited. But it's just too hot out there to go outside and talk to anybody right now. So I'll go out early in the morning and ground, because it's going to be hotter tomorrow. They say it's going to be a few degrees hotter. And then it'll all go away, and then it'll be cold. Seasons change. But I'm where the food is grown. I'm not near the bay anymore. I'm in the cheap seats and in Lodi, California, where all the grapes are being harvested right now as we speak, and they harvest them at night with flashlights on their heads because it's too hot during the daytime. So the pickers get there at 1 in the morning or 3, and they put the light on their head and they pick, get all the, yeah, it's cool. And that way they can pick during the heat wave and get those grapes off to get them put into bottles eventually and made into some beautiful wines. And the guy that they interviewed said these wines that they're producing, which was a Zinfandel and Lodi, would be ready in 2 years. So it would be a 2024 Zinfandel from Lodi. Yes, the Pentagon's brain is technology that contractors and anyone, including the organized crime, can use, including our talkers in our head, the terrorists in our head. Have I ever tried ice wine? Yes, I used to put my wine in ice during the summer, but I've never tried iced wine. Ooh, I gotta try that. Yeah. The wines are everywhere. Hello, speaker voice. I know who you are. Hey, HC.
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry. Hello, you.
Okay, whoever. Ice wine comes from a special grape, by the way.
What's that?
Ice wine is made from a special grape.
Oh, it is. I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's true. Check it out, please, Chris.
Yes, because when I was poor, I put my wine in my ice, so I'll definitely check that out.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to move.
Okay, thank you very much. And I have to admit, I used to drink out of the box wine in the refrigerator. I know. Now it's bottles. I've moved up. But tonight I'm consuming Pineapple Express from Papa's Herbs. It's a vaporizer. And it tastes like a pineapple. It's a sativa. It's not an indica. The indica was making me sleepy and not productive. And I cut way back on use and switched to sativa. So I have a lot more energy. Man, let's see how hot it is. It's still 102 at 6:30. Oh, Lord Almighty, it's going to be a long night. We fixed the air conditioner with some WD-40 and some brushes to clean the condensers out, so we're good. How's everybody doing? Anybody new on the call that wants to talk? Go right ahead. Anybody old want to call, talk? Anybody want to talk? Open mic for all now. You're welcome, MKL. Oh, I know who you are. You're my secret agent that went to Sacramento. Next year we're going to have to coordinate that, and I'll go with you. Yes, I'll meet you there, and we'll do a bigger deal. I have all my paperwork and that card thing and the press thing, and I could interview people, but I wasn't ready for it this year, so we can do that next year. And we will be giving out gelato if we can pull it off. Yes. So, yeah. You inspired me to go ahead, and if you made that effort to go as far as you drove, and I'm only 30 minutes from Sacramento, I can do that. So we're good for it next year. You can mark my words on it. Thank you for inspiring me to keep me going. Thank you. We both inspire each other to keep going. That's how this works. We're all partners in an effort, because this call is about telepathy and the synthetic telepathy and dreams we get. And so we're all together trying to solve it together, and we will. Like I said, people ask me, is it going to end? I said, it's probably going to hide and come out in the next generation like it's done before. And the science is to put all the data together and run the computer modeling on everything we've said and done and thought, and our body's movements, and they'll come back with probably a worse program, like a Terminator, but I think we're going to scare them off. I really do. Okay, it's so cool. We're going to open the window up. We have this silver stuff on the window, and that keeps the heat out, and probably other things besides that. It's just regular old silver. And then, oh, Fluffy's here. Mr. Fluffy's a friend of the call. He's been with me for 4 years, and he was a skinny runt cat that was sick. Now he's fluffy and beautiful. So everybody say hi to Fluffy, the call mascot. Fluffy! He's a Chantilly Tiffany, which is very rare, extremely rare breed, and his sister lives here and makes babies of him with other cats. And I have a Pika that's literally identical genetically. The way she acts and everything is quite wild. Yeah, they said it was going to be 110 today. They had me all shook up. It was like a war on torturing me. Oh, they're going to turn the power off. So I put the app on the phone in case they shut the power off. So it's going to be 110. Oh, shut off your electric cars. Shut everything off in California. Set your air conditioner to 85. 85? What's the point of having air conditioner? And anyway, my RV sits at 85 with the screen door open, and we're putting frostking.com, Frost King for your winter tightness in your windows at your homes in the East Coast and Midwest. It's frostking.com. We're going to re-engineer that screen door and put the plastic on it to keep the heat and cold out, and then just keep a little slot for the cats to pop in and out. So we're going to actually put it in the tracks, because my father had the same setup in his office in the 60s. So we're going to actually form it into the tracks, and it's just polyurethane, and that'll probably help with something. I can't put any metal around it, so, but we'll see. That's a constant fight to shield yourself against being targeted. A never-ending battle. Anyway, open mic. by the way, if you're on Twitter or YouTube or BitChute or Archive, the chat room is going hot. So why don't you put your toe in the water and go to freeconferencecall.com/wall/TargetedWest and give us a visit, and you can chime in on what you think. And if you think I may be speaking incorrectly or have wrong data, you can come in on the camera or not and let me know what to say to correct that, because I am open source and I am always willing to say I'm wrong and correct myself. So please, or send it to djchris@targetedwest.com. We'd love to hear your comments and concerns, so please. Anyway, it's open mic, and it is packed. It is exactly a good crowd, like it always is. We got a Marie Callender's lemon cream pie. Marie Callender's.
$5.99.
How much?
$5.99.
$5.99 at grocery outlet. Ann and I from St. Louis used to talk about how to save money when you're on a fixed income, and groceryoutlet.com in California has stuff like that from the cheap, so you can still live good. So it's what is flavor is it?
Banana cream pie.
It's a banana cream pie, Nancy. And hello, Nancy.
Just thaw and serve.
Yeah, thaw and serve. If you can make it here in time. Yeah, I might eat it all. So you can make it. I couldn't afford to go buy the pie at a bakery, but I can get the Marie Callender's. Yeah, that pie is gonna thaw out in about 1 minute. It's pretty hot right now. It's I'm probably sure where you're at, my secret agent MK Ultra, that it's probably hot there too. I know Dan from I Allegedly, that I watch on YouTube, who talks about financial stuff, was saying how hot it was, so he must be sweating away. He's in Orange County. He hangs out over at the beach and gives financial advice. So and he said it was hot there too. You know, who knows? This could be possibly part of this heat. Could be part of the heat. The sun itself having some type of push of plasma or something. I haven't kept track of the spaceweather.com information lately since the last hell of CME hit us. But one day I had to take a pill and chill out. The next day I was depressed.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, how are you? Come on in.
I was just wondering, I went into Targeted Justice the other day because I tried to follow all the TI videos, and it's had a law firm named Morgan and Morgan on the webpage before you could access in to Targeted Justice. I just wondered what you thought about all this.
Well, I'll have to go. I don't know what Morgan and Morgan is, but I'll have to go check that out. But we post Richard Lighthouse's and Midge Mathis's information on Twitter often, so they're a friend of the show.
Right. Okay, well, thank you.
I will check that out. I can't right now because my computer's weak, but I'll go see what's going on, huh? Sounds like a law firm took over. It's weird. Time is now 6:41. We'll be recording for a few more minutes. It is the big weekend of the end of the summer. You don't wear white after Labor Day, ladies. Remember that. No white after Labor Day. And so, things change. Everything changes. And then the Christmas stuff will be out now. And the Halloween stuff. If you wonder why I itch my nose all the time, it's because it's the side that my dog bit me on. So it's never-ending itching. Next week for the 9/11 call, we'll be talking about interferometry and how you can use a laser microphone to listen to people talking inside their houses using their window of their house. It's 9/11 next week, so I'll be talking my 9/11 story. And again, the laser mics that are used in law enforcement. And there's a movie out called The Voyeurs that the guy uses the laser to listen to the neighbors. So you might want to be careful. And that technology's been out for quite a long time. They talk about it on the TV cop shows a lot. I wish I could record the chat room and play it on like you can with YouTube. So anyway, that's next week's call for 9/11. I bet you've got a 9/11 story you'd like to share, so if you do, you better hurry and send it to me at djchris@targetedwest.com. Matter of fact, the majority of the people I've spoken to have had their overt targeting start after September 11th. Did you want to discuss that? Or did you want to chill out for the holiday like I do and just, we keep our nose to the grindstone all week researching and doing stuff. We never chill out on the Sabbath or chill out on this day, so it's time to do a little chilling. I'm a minimalist too now with the RVS collar. It's better, easier on me. Easy to clean too, by the way. Everything's easier to clean. We don't have crap. Again, it's open mic. It's Sunday the 4th of September. If you'd like to talk, open mic for anyone. I hear her beeping. I'll help you on that, no worries. There we go. So it's 14 more minutes. I'm sweating bullets, and I am going to keep going, of course, until 8 o'clock. So we're good to go. No worries. You should definitely try the minimalist life. It's less stressful. You know, my last house was very minimal. My kitty cats are here. I got Pika and her sister Sammy, Sam. They are the Chantilly Tiffany short hairs from the mother of Guppy. So I have copies of cats. I feel like a weird geneticist that's genetically manipulating a bunch of cats. I got most of them spayed, and the ones I haven't are safe because for some reason the Tom left. So there's no Toms right now. It's like Wonder Woman's island. There's no men. What?
Amazon.
Or the island of Amazon, yes. No men, all women.
Paradise Island.
Paradise Island. So that's what it is here. So they don't get pregnant. They don't even go in heat. Amazing. But one at a time, you get your kitties fixed. As Bob Barker says, please, as I say, please spay and neuter your animals. That's greatly appreciated. Yes, hey Heather. Yes, Heather, the cats. Well, I had I've really go back. We've had Dalmatians since 1999, the first Dalmatian, and had 3 Dalmatians like straight through, and then they get old and poop out, and so the cat showed up, and I'm not really a cat person, but now I'm a cat person. So you got to be able to shift gears, and they're in need. They need homes, and we've given them homes, most of them, but some of them need homes, so that's what we do. It's my side passion because I can't do targeting all day long. Plus, they don't argue with me. Matter of fact, I've been going through this thing where I cannot get out of bed, and I'm so depressed. It's like I want to give up. And that one cat comes up on the bed and makes her noise and pulled me out of it. So these are definitely support animals for sure that would do that. I mean, that got me going that day. But it is the holiday weekend. We're not going to be too serious. Earlier I talked about psycholinguistics, Raytheon, Rand, the FLDS, fourth dimension, which is also a math equation. It's not only a fourth dimension in spirituality. It's also a math equation. It's not the same. Kind of like the people that talk in my head all the time. They don't want me to identify them as Thanateros. Thanatism is the study of death, and Eros is the god of sex. So it's the death and sex people who tell me not to identify them, who have the same tones as what I just spoke of. So, very crazy world. It's trying to manipulate me all day in my head. They get really active today. Today's the day they get the most active. So it's quite I have to put on music and play music to get ready to come on here. So I'm not all like happy-go-lucky. It's kind of it takes a while.
Chris, what time Pacific time does your show come on Sundays?
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Sunday, forever and ever and ever.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for participating. We do a study group, and today we're light because it's a holiday. Yes, my current book, if you could look it up for me, is in stores now. Lulu has it on global sales in France. My book is selling according to my stats, and in the United States it's selling, and that is My Synthetic Telepathy is the name of the book. The author is TargetedWest, and that's on Amazon. So you can go to Amazon.com under Kindle and look up My Synthetic Telepathy, and it's a blue-colored book with a guy sleeping. And I can teach you how to make those books yourself. I can teach you how to make your own testimony books about what I did. And I learned everything on my own and with the help of Richard Lighthouse, who gave advice to me through his website and gave me the inspiration to do it. So I did it, and it worked. I was shocked. Oh, there's the book right there, whoever was asking. My Synthetic Telepathy. Yeah, it's available right now. It's 99 cents. And it helps me. Plus, if you want, you can listen to my mixes on mixcloud.com/mixtracks, MIXTRAX, and you can tip me when you listen to my mixes, because I have to, unfortunately, monetize a couple things to pay for the small stuff I pay for to keep this going, which is on a shoestring. It does not take a lot. If you want to do your own call or have a website, it's easy. I can teach you how to do it. We need more calls out there during the week, really. We need more options for people with different views and different tones and different religious or not religious or technical or not, whatever. Do something, go do a show. You'd be surprised. It gives you a kind of a purpose, and I can help you learn that. Seriously. So DJ Chris is the email at TargetedWest.com. Send me a line.
Hey, Chris, it's Laura.
Hey, Laura. How are you? Welcome to the call.
Oh, I'm good, doing all right. I'm seeing My Synthetic Dreams. Is that the same Targeted Individual story, TargetedWest?
That's me. Yes, that's my book. Thank you.
All right. Then the one you were reading not too long ago in your book club was from, it's blank. I'm blanking. That chick. Oh, shoot.
Staninger?
Kathy O'Brien.
Oh, Kathy O'Brien, yeah. Transformation is in my book club. And I put her website on my TI Club 3, so you can go to transformation.com and check her other books out on healing.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'm enjoying tonight. I've enjoyed people have been doing new calls. There was a lady that was doing Dr. Duncan's book this week that I really enjoyed. She read it in the afternoon. There's been people that I talked to years ago that were just so very scared out there and are now doing different things in their community, different, fighting 5G on their kids' schools or whatever. But it's amazing to see. I'm excited. I know if you're a new TI out there, you're not excited about this, but I've been doing this a long time, and I'm excited. It's an exciting time. People are noticing this.
Yes, they are, yeah.
And people are surviving, so hang in there, people and friends and everyone. Thanks for the call, crew.
Thank you. And my friend Heather in the chat, she read my Synthetic Dreams book, and she says it's an easy read, good to learn about other people's journeys on Amazon. Thank you, Heather, for that review. Okay, we got 3 minutes left of recording, and then we'll shut the recording off, and then you can talk freely, open mic. It's now 99 degrees, so they lied. It's not 110 degrees. Why did they do that stupid crap to scare me? My God, it's only 99 degrees right now, so, Fahrenheit, pure international. I think 105 is 40 C centigrade, is 105 F Fahrenheit. Yes, I'm going to retrofit my screen door with FrostKing.com's polyurethane sheeting and push it in with the seal and the roller and put it in permanently and see if it helps with the heat and the cold. So thank you if you're on Twitter or YouTube or BitChute or for posterity archive.org, where I'll be posting this 1-hour video tomorrow, and then you will be able to download it if you want to keep it for me or you want to put it away. If you have information you've gleaned from this you want to revisit, you'll have it. And I haven't been censored. No one's kicked me off of Twitter. Nothing's happened. It's quiet as a mouse over here. And the emails are just a couple here and there. No gossip. No email gossips. No gossiping on the phone. There's zero going on. I am kind of like the black sheep, and no one really talks to me much. And I kind of like that because it's very quiet. It's 7 o'clock. Thank you for watching the video. We're ending the video now, and I'll see you on the 9/11 edition next week at TargetedWest.com.